I mean, I'm excited about Model Y coming fast and better than expected. That they already immediately updated their website. So, should we talk about that a little bit? Because that makes a big game changer for me. I've told you guys forever that like I do want the Model Y makes sense for how much stuff I'm lugging around when I do some of these road trips and things. But I just didn't want to sacrifice on the
range,
the time the range and the time it takes me to get 24 hours of driving. When I'm doing 2,500 kilometer road trips or 1,500 mile road trips or whatever. Like I don't I didn't want to make that big sacrifice where it's going to add an extra hour each day or something. And that was about what I was going to do. But now all of a sudden, 315, it's on par with my Model 3, which is unbelievable.
Yeah, and notice the other one's gone, right? The single motor, the rear wheel drive.
Yeah.
So I didn't notice that until just now. But yeah, so that was a big update there. Obviously, due to their endless pursuit of efficiencies and performance gains, the long-range all-wheel drive Model Y now has an estimated range of 315 miles, and so does the Performance, actually. Now, Tim, do you have an order in for one of these?
I mean, I have a pre-order in, yeah.
Which one are you going for?
Performance. I'll likely replace the Model 3 with this, actually.
Performance.
This made me, officially say I'll probably just replace my Performance Model 3 with a Performance Model Y because I would love to have more storage and all the things, power tailgate, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, do they have photos of the storage on here? I know that maybe it's just on the not order page, but the just regular Model Y page. Because that's really it. I mean, that's what I think is. I really do think that this is going to crush all the other models down the road. It's just a more functional vehicle for a very great price still. And that's, I think, what in this country, it's the largest selling segment. It's, I think, 34% of cars sold in the U.S. are in this segment. So, finally Tesla's getting around, to those big numbers. But yeah, man, this thing is going to be pretty sweet. I'm really stoked. Now, they did say that they're starting production, and they had one in the earnings report. Let me see if I can find the photo. That was actually produced. How come I can't just next page it? There we go. From the production line. And so they have some photos here of the Fremont factory, the Model Y body shop, where they're putting it all together. This is known as a body in white before it gets painted. And then, the outcome being this guy here. So there's actually a production model photo of one that they've made. This is their test track out behind the facility, if you guys are wondering where they shot that photo. And with that, there were also some wheel updates. Did you catch that, Tim?
Yeah, I saw the different wheels in that.
It kind of sounds like that's the thing that's really making the range difference, right?
I don't know. Oh, actually, look, I only see Gemini here. Oh, is that because I chose?
Yeah, if you go to...
Okay, 20-inch induction wheels. So this is a new style of wheel. It kind of looks like
that's totally different.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a turbine.
Yeah.
And then here's your Gemini. This is like your Aero wheels, basically. It looks like a hubcap. And the one here, the photo they have in the earnings report is the what is it called? Sorry, induction wheels. And so yeah, I mean, I think they look pretty cool. Like I probably will get these and not buy aftermarket rims. Because I really didn't like the Aero ones, and the other ones I wasn't super in love with the sport wheels on the Model 3 either. So, but these look pretty nice. I think I'll probably do that upgrade.
Real quick, can you go back to the side by side? Has anyone figured out if there's any like substantial changes between the prototype and the production vehicle?
Is it just me, or does the nose look a little different? Looks a little blunter.
On
maybe
the
it's just
left?
the angle on the right.
Oh, really? It looks longer to me on the right. I think it's just the angle, though.
Yeah, it's probably just the angle.
The Model 3 was really like that. At the unveiling versus when you see it in real person, because I didn't get to see it. I didn't see the actual unveiling. I got to the handover event. It was the first time I saw one in. Actually, no, it's not true because I saw it before that. But anyways, in person, it looked way different than photos. And I think just the angle, because of maybe how they designed some of the front of it, it's kind of hard, I think, to get a good representation of it.
Right. I mean, I know that people were saying that, it was a couple months ago or something when the prototypes were starting being spotted on the street. They were saying, yeah, it looks, it's been tweaked a little bit since the prototype, but I personally can't tell any difference.
Now, and on the earnings call, Elon talked about that a little bit, how, and this is kind of what I was alluding to last time, was there's going to be some things in here that are going to surprise people. And it's not necessarily the design or some of the customer facing bits, but some of the other interior things, some of the how bits work. Now, we already know about the flex circuit thing that they talked about a long time ago, where they were going to reduce the wiring down to like 100 meters versus 3 kilometers or something. And so that was obviously going to save time, make things easier, whatever. I don't, who knows where that's at. We don't have details. But also the whole 4 parts that the body gets molded into instead of, currently how it's done. So I think there's going to be a lot of like improvements in this that aren't necessarily things you'll notice, but it'll just make the car more solid and just better performing. So I think it's going to be, not just more functional because as a hatchback and those kind of things, but probably like an actually better engineered car than the Model 3 in that regard. Just because of some of those other kind of... Now, as a customer, you may not know any of that, right? It may be completely transparent to you, but yeah.
Wasn't there a question on the call about like, are we going to see anything that's different besides like cargo capacity compared to a 3 and a Y?
Yeah.
And it seemed like he kind of skirted the question a little bit, or did I not pay close enough attention?
Yeah, I mean, he said basically what I was just saying, that it's going to be mostly, battery
under the hood,
and powered, things like that. But then I forget who the CTO is right now. But he chimed in. It wasn't Zach because he's the CFO, but someone else chimed in and said, "Oh no, there's actually some other customer-facing stuff that you'll notice that's better as well." And so, yeah, we'll see. We can speculate and
probably
all that, but
power hatch.
It's coming soon, and
ejector seat.
So now I still contest that despite an Electrek article stating deliveries in March, I haven't seen that. I didn't see that in the earnings report, so I don't know where they got that from. Maybe I missed it, or
someone just doesn't want to do push-ups.
Yeah, that sounds like an excuse, man.
If there is any one of us 3 that does not want to do push-ups, it's definitely not me. I am the one that wants to do push-ups. That's how I start my day.
Is speculation not good enough for you? Come on.
No.
Come on, Ben Swollens. Hey, thanks for checking us out, guys. I hope you enjoyed this clip from our podcast.
We do a weekly show here on YouTube, so make sure to subscribe to Our Ludicrous Future, where we discuss all the things that are going to make our future totally ludicrous.
You can join us here on YouTube or at any of your favorite podcast places. Plus, if you want to get some behind-the-scenes stuff and join a cool community, you can help support the channel at patreon.com. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.